Good morning. This is Sri here with a recap of the day five proceedings of the Australian Open Down Under. Let's quickly go down to some of the good wins from seeded players. Taylor Fritz continuing his march, just giving up 3 games on his way to beat Garin. I mean, it was not even close. Taylor definitely needs to improve his first serve. I mean, he was just at 67%, but converting 7 of 9 break points, and the total points almost doubling the points that he won, winning 18 games to 3. So completely dominant, other than his first serve percentage, which definitely needs to improve if he has to make a big run into the Australian Open finals and even semifinals. And then on the other side, the hometown favorite, Alex de Minaur, a.k.a. Demon, according to Roddick, continues his win against the American Boyer. One pretty straightforward, 6-2, 6-4, 6-3. Great playing. I mean, I was able to watch some of the highlights. I mean, he's playing as good as anyone on the tour right now. From an American standpoint, Ben Shelton, a lot of questions on him from a lot of the experts, but I do think that watching him play yesterday, he was on point, playing against Carreno. He won in 4 sets, lost the third set, tough third set, but he definitely was. And again, the game was very close. I mean, it's one break of serve here and there, but he managed to hold for the victory. Again, one of the big things from a Shelton point of view that kind of swung the game in his favor is the number of aces. It's almost like 17-3, and Shelton is a big server, and that definitely keeps him in a lot of games. When he's in trouble, he can whip out that big serve of his, and that's how he continued to put the pressure back on Carreno and prevailed and moves on to the third round. Then I did watch a very exciting match between Shapovalov and Musetti, but very close. Shapovalov actually had the game. He was actually up very big in the first set, but credit to Musetti for hanging in there, coming back, fighting through, going into a tiebreaker and winning the tiebreaker rather easily. And the second set got back and forth affair with Musetti again prevailing in a very tough 8-6 tiebreaker. I think the key here, when you look at the trends and even watching the game, you saw like Dennis Shapovalov had too many double faults, and then his first serve percentage was less than 60%, and that's not going to win you many games. And losing 2 tiebreakers, not much at all. And if you look at this, the total games won was 20-16. I mean, the third set was much easier for Musetti, but as you can see, it comes down to good serving. If you have a good serve, you're going to win many games. And if you have a lot of double faults, you get into a lot of second serve. That's when the opponents at this stage of the game and at this level of this game, they're going to take control and take advantage of that. The other one, I think we did talk about Monfils yesterday, and Karen Kachanov, one of Dr. Dan's favorites, dropped the first set, but managed to hang in and win that set. As far as Hurkacz, again, still trying to find his game, lost to Kekmanovic in straight sets. A lot of questions for the young Polish star. And then you had Zverev marching on rather easily. FAA lost in 5 sets, tough for him. And then Draper continues his run here. You know, he was a U.S. Open semifinalist, played amazing. Lost to Sinner. We were there to watch that game, and he lost to local town favorite Kokkinakis. As far as some of the upsets, not upsets, I would call it like this is a good boost win for him. Rune is someone that we've talked about. He played against a Wimbledon finalist Berrettini. won two tiebreakers. Well, those are the things that mattered in first and fourth set. Won it against Berrettini. This is a good thing for Rune now that he's moved on to the third round. So this is exciting for a young kid like Rune. And I did talk about this Brazilian star, Fonseca, and he showed a lot of promise against the Italian Sonego, but it came down to the last set, and Sonego used a little bit more experience that he has at this point in his career to beat the Fonseca. But again, this is a name, watch out for this person. He's going to be really a star in future Grand Slams. You'll see him in ATP thousands. You'll definitely see him a lot on the tour. And like I said, experience matters a lot in these games. And when you look at Fonseca had 6 breakpoints and managed to convert only 1 breakpoint. And that usually, I mean, if you look at in 5 sets, that was so close. I think it was just like 7-game difference between what Sonego had against Fonseca. So this is something that he would continue to work on. He's playing as good as anyone can and is there. But from an American standpoint, very disappointment for Tiafoe. Lost in 5 sets. He actually he was up 2-1, and I think a lot of things could be attributed. He was cramping in the first round. Definitely didn't seem on his good elements. Tiafoe is a fighter, and I'm sure he'll be back. Now, as far as, I think there is a 1 match going on right now, and there is an upset alert here with Tien. Lerner Tien from United States winning the first set against the number 5 seed Daniil Medvedev. Let's see where this goes. He's playing as well. He's converted 2 break points in the match. It's very close so far if you look at the number of games, number of points won. But the first serve percentage for Tien was excellent, almost at 90%, and then winning percentage on second serve is 75%. That usually is a good recipe for success. So, like I said, Sinner just walked off the court literally a few minutes ago, beating local Travis Schoolkate. Dropped the first set, but Sinner as consistent as he can. His first serve definitely needs to improve, but the key is, like, he had a lot of attempts to get break points, so Sinner will continue to work on it. He's been on a tear, winning most of his games in straight sets, so this is a good wake-up call for Sinner. Not that he needs one, he's world number 1, but he will continue to work on this, and I think even the post-game interview, he did say that he needs to work on a lot of things that Tristan was playing out of his mind, and he'll continue to work on those little things that will make him one of the best. So Medvedev is the one that we're watching at this point. Now, as far as what we have on tap later tonight, you have Tommy Paul, you have Zverev, you have Mensik, you have Alcaraz and Lehechka, all going to be playing, and of course later Djokovic playing against the Czech Makak tomorrow at 3 a.m. Eastern. But excellent rounds that we have today, and looking forward to that. So thanks again for listening. Appreciate the support. Have a good rest of the day.